In the NBA, no better insider than Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, great to have you with us.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. It's great to be here. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Look at Richard Jefferson. He's like a kid in a candy store. He cannot wait to talk to you.
Yes, we love RJ.
A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And you know, for that Pistons game, that one, the 7th on the season for them, the team's still looking to improve each time they take the floor.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Levine is out there with Ellis. And it's Sabonis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Los Angeles, in at forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Luka Doncic's out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the center, filling out the middle. And if you talk to guys who know MP, who grew up with him, they'll all say that he lets his game do the talking.
And he's got a very business-like approach.
Want to give their new head coach the opportunity to build for the long haul.
And I love what you said, the word stability. They need it in L.A. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Hodges checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Rui Hachimura. And Vincent subbed in for Luka Doncic.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Vanderbilt off the pick from Hodges. They need this. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here's LaRavia. Last game he had 13. Lyles no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. Just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. Reeves finds MP. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Great to see MP look for his shot, especially when he's near the hoop.
Up top, Fultz. Defended by Vincent. Monk against Reeves. They set the screen. Shot clock at 5. Tries from 10. And it's LaRavia missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's LeBron. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
Monk against Reeves for 3. The shot by Monk is no good. And so MP will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 8-point game, and that one good.
Honestly, I feel so fortunate to be able to sit here and watch this because there are not many vintage performances by LeBron James left to go in his career.
Sabonis. And the layup is good. Sabonis has got 6.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
MP with a screen on Monk. Here's Reeves. Rebound by the Kings.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Now Fultz on its way from Monk for 2. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's Sacramento. They're up by 8. 2K Sports. Back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Kings.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside.
Shooting ability. And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
They've got Gabe Vincent. Connect out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's MP in at center. That's the Laker 5. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job. And those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux. Players are given so much so soon in America, so to be able to have that chip on your shoulder.
Los Angeles with some changes. MP's checked in for Vanderbilt. And it's LeBron in for Connect. Zach LaVine's checked in for Sacramento. Off the inbound pass. And it's James missing. Kings leading now by 15. And here is Monk. 17 points in his last outing. And the shot goes down. Monk's got 4 points this quarter.
Turns on the Jets for that drive. Monk's quickness is sometimes deceptive.
Here's Reeves. And it goes down 2 points.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
LaVine against LeBron. Ellis the pass to Monk. Beyond the arc. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. And the league continuing, Shams, to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try. You can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two. Let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. Here's LaVine. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. James has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ends in finds Hachimura. And so the ball's out of bounds. Hachimura touched it last. And the Lakers making a change here. Doncic is checked in. And the Kings also making a change. DeRozan's checked in. Kings leading now by 16. Back to Monk. Up top, DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Hits from the high post. DeRozan's got 15 points.
Ooh, and when DeMar DeRozan is cooking with grease, he is borderline unstoppable. And he's feeling it right now.
Here's Reeves. It's deflected. LaVine feeling it out a bit. Out to DeRozan. Pass to Monk. From deep. The rebound by James. James has got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. Hachimura the pass to Hodges. It's stolen by Monk. In the corner, it's LaVine. This one for 3. Good on the triple. LaVine's got a pair of triples in the second now for Sacramento.
And since being drafted in 2014, LaVine has put in the work to get his three-point shot where he likes it. Really upgrading that deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
MP against DeRozan. Sabonis' screen on MP. Down low. And there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist from DeRozan. 14 points for Sabonis.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get
good look.
You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider. But clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do, and this path I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I loved playing basketball, I loved writing, and I had a genuine passion transactions, but the behind-the-scenes stories. So to be able to tell that story to the fans, I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans, and so that's what inspired me mostly to take this career path that I've taken.
So connected. It is a pleasure reading you and hearing you.
Kevin, appreciate you so much, and just know the stories will keep coming.
Connect. He's checked in for the Lakers. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Sacramento. And Zoelis will bring it up for the Kings. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
James in the post. Guarded by Levine. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. LeBron's got 16.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Monk kicks to DeRozan. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got his 4th assist in this one. Doncic against Ellis. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 8 here in the quarter.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Ellis, the pass to DeRozan. A rebound by the Lakers. James has got 7 rebounds in the game. At the elbow, it's MP. Out to Doncic. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Hachimura against DeRozan. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Connect. No good. Kings leading now by 19 points. In the corner, it's Levine. Hits it from three-point range. 11 points in the game.
How about the confidence that Levine has? Feels like he can take these shots whenever he wants.
Floats it up for James. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, yeah, the old man can still do that. LeBron James with the catch and finish.
Here's Valanciunas.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Los Angeles has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Here's Doncic. MP trying to free himself up. Ellis with some nice D.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And just great to have Shams join us, isn't it, guys? Such a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, no one is more locked in on the league. If there's a move happening, Shams knows about it before the players do.
Lakers trail by 20. Here's Hachimura. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Hachimura's got his first 2 points of the night. Frank, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
The Lakers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. James gets the screen from Hodges. LeBron shot is off. Ellis with it. Inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Kings shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. The free throw drops for Valanciunas. And he makes the first but misses the second. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Kings lead by 19. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Sacramento Kings.
They're taking the traditional approach of working it inside and then going outside. That stretched out that defense.
Yeah, it's about time. Once you establish that inside game, everything away from the bucket opens up.
Okay. Fans are buzzing about over on social media. Okay, guys, Houston Moon wants to know, Jet, would you ever consider coming back into the NBA to coach? It's an interesting one.
Oh, it's not interesting at all. I haven't given that much thought, only because I'd have to coach guys like Shaq, and he's not coachable.
Well, if Houston didn't have a problem before, they will after hiring Kenny.
Because, like I said, the players have your attitude today.
Whatever.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
Every year, great. We get a checked in for Hachimura. And a change for the Kings. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Ellis. On the court right now for the Kings, the post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Zach LaVine is out there with Monk, and it's DeRozan in at the three, the small forward. Down low, here's Sabonis. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got his 8th assist in the game. LeBron outside. Pass to Hodges. Doncic outside. Rebound by Murray. Sacramento leading by 21. Outside, LaVine. Now Sabonis. Outside DeRozan.
Who's watching here?
The Kings need to get off a shot here. For three, LaVine. Rebound the Lakers. Hayes has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Hodges with a screen on LaVine. Reeves the pass to Hodges. Doncic outside. Doncic off the pick from Hodges. No good on the three. Doncic against DeRozan. Pass to Sabonis. It's rebounded by Hayes.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Some thought. that Domantas Sabonis was the snub of the 2024 All-Star selection. RJ, what'd you think?
It's easy to see why people felt that way. He is a walking double-double, Kevin. Oftentimes, it's a triple-double. But there's so much talent in the league, even he can get overlooked.
Timeout called by the Kings. And Los Angeles with some changes. Vanderbilt comes in for Jackson Hayes. And it's Connect in for James. Here's Monk. 6 points for him. Pass to LaRavia.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Monk outside. Behind Divine Valanciunas. That's to him. And that will... One drops.
With his strength, it isn't easy to upset Valanciunas with a little contact. You're going to have to get a lot more physical than that.
Here's Doncic. Rebound by the Kings. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Pass to Monk. To the wing right side. Laravia drills the three-pointer. Laravia's got 6.
When Monk isn't finding his own shot, he's making some slick passes.
MP with a screen on Monk. The drive by Doncic. Hodges against Valanciunas. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Reeves. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. DeRozan's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the paint, and Valanciunas kicks to Monk. Red ball movement here by the Kings. Out to DeRozan. Valanciunas with a screen on Reeves. Over to the left wing. And it's Laravia missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Reeves the pass to Doncic. Greg, you think about oversized point guard. And the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Hachimura is checked in for Vanderbilt. Zach LaVine's checked in for Sacramento. Ellis comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Here's LaVine, and he banks in the layup. LaVine's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just muscling through the contact. LaVine is a flat-out star.
Doncic against Ellis. Doncic outside. Hachimura. And so it's Sacramento riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Vincent is out there with Connect. And it's MP in at the 5 spot. That's the Laker 5. LaVine kicks to Ellis. Now here's LaVine, defended by Vincent. Here's Valanciunas. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And the 7-footer Valanciunas with the foul. A big who isn't just skilled, but also brings that toughness.
At the line for the Kings, Jonas Valanciunas, shooting 1.
One shot.
And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, Greg, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you.
Vincent gets a screen from Hodges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For the Sacramento Kings, GA, the expectations for this group have risen.
Well, it was about just making the playoffs for this franchise and breaking that drought. Now, Kevin, it's about advancing in the postseason. Just getting there isn't good enough.
Ellis outside. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
Now let's get an update on Domantas Sabonis. What's the status there, David?
Hey, guys, the head athletic trainer of the Kings was able to update me on the situation. And after looking at it, he's told me that it doesn't appear as serious as they initially thought. Well, you hate suffering injuries any time of the year, but it's especially impactful this early on. A tough break. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
And Valanciunas kicks to Lyles. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lyles got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Hachimura. To the middle. Here's Vincent. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the 3. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
That one is off. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
And the Kings are, Jay, with back-to-back seasons of 40-plus wins.
This is a huge step forward for the Sacramento Kings, Kevin. It had been 16 years since they achieved that feat. But now, with this strong nucleus, there's a lot more optimism in Sacramento, and rightfully so.
Valanciunas hit. Them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Pass to Hachimura. MP with a screen on Lyles. Back to LeBron. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. Ellis right side. Here's Lyles. And the shot is good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. They hit the road with that, the first of a